4 Abandoned Places, America's Top Creepiest Abandoned. 1. Tillamook Rock Lighthouse, Oregon. When we say this lighthouse is abandoned, we mean that it's completely abandoned. As in no one comes or goes from the island without the Coast Guard's say-so. Resting off of the coast of Oregon, Tillamook Rock Lighthouse has been out of commission for decades now, and it's completely closed off during seasons when the local seabirds nest on the island surrounding the lighthouse. What makes this place seriously creepy is the fact that there always seems to be fog surrounding the area before and after the rain, and it's barely visible some days. It's no wonder why people believe that the place is haunted to some extent. You may not get to see it up close, but viewing it from a distance is good enough. 2. Great Isaac Cay Lighthouse, Bahamas. Look, if you don't need a passport to enter, it's close enough. With a rusty, amazing lighthouse like this, it might be time to go ahead and take that vacation you've been wanting to. Sure, you may head there for the beaches and an escape from the bitter winter, but you definitely need to see this rusty relic from the past. What really makes this place strange, though, is the fact that it's located in the Bermuda Triangle, and a great deal of both ships and airplanes have mysteriously disappeared in the vicinity of this lighthouse, and its deserted nature give it even more a bizarre feel as you check it out. What's even weirder is the fact that the original keepers of the lighthouse mysteriously disappeared, too. So you could imagine that many think the place is haunted. 3. Squaw Island Lighthouse, Michigan. Anyone want to own their own lighthouse on a tiny island? No? Well, if you did, you'd probably have to pay a ton of money just to get it up and running again. It does, however, happen to be up for sale. Resting on a tiny island in one of the northernmost parts of the state, tiny Squaw Island has its own lighthouse, and it's been abandoned for quite some time now. The structure itself is very impressive, and it's hard to imagine why anyone would let it go like this, but it's definitely a little detached from the rest of the world. We will admit that the winters up there are pretty brutal, but that's to be expected in Michigan. So, hey, if you've ever wanted to own a lighthouse, this could be your chance. 4. Waugus Lake, Michigan. It's quite amazing that anything is even left of this lighthouse. One of the most endangered lighthouses in the world, Waugus has seen its fair share of weathering. If it wasn't from the regular forces of nature, it came from the U.S. Air Force, who even used that lighthouse for bombing practice back in the days of World War II. While many parts of the little island were destroyed, the frame stood true. Just looking at the exterior of the lighthouse, it's pretty apparent that the fire wreaked some havoc. The worst part about this house is getting to it. It's closed to the public, and there are quite a few dangerous shoals in the area that could spell disaster to anyone trying to get close. So, if you decide to venture out into the open water, be wary.